Ustad Sheikh, Dean School of Law, Subramanian University, Mrs. Cyril, and others. A very good morning to all of you. What is the importance of this day? We celebrate this day as a Law Day. Why is it called a Law Day? 26 November 1949 is the day on which the Constituent Assembly of India, that is about 207 individuals who were assigned the toughest task of drafting a constitution for this democracy, the largest surviving democracy in the world, gave us the constitution on this day. The Constituent Assembly adopted the constitution on 26/11/1949. Of course, we became Law Day celebrations were thought of not in 1949. 30 years later, when Dr. L.M. Singhvi was the president of the Supreme Court Bar Association, he initiated the proposal to celebrate this day as the Law Day. And that was accepted. And the first Law Day address was delivered by Honorable Justice, none else than Honorable Justice P.N. Bhagawati, who was a pioneer in civil rights. He was the one who taught us what a public interest litigation is. But for Justice Bhagawati, I still wonder whether the concept of public interest litigations would have developed to this level today. Today we have a separate branch called the PIS, and so many people come in with public interest litigations to the high courts and the constitutional courts, seeking relief on behalf of several other persons who can't approach the court, who are actually, the concept of public interest litigation was developed by Justice Bhagawati to help those underprivileged people who could not reach the constitutional courts. Therefore, this concept was given by him to us, and he was the one who gave the first Law Day address. And in his first Law Day address, Honorable Justice Bhagawati said, "It is therefore in the fitness of things that on the day on which the Constitution was implemented and endorsed, should emphasize and highlight the fundamental role of law in the society and remind ourselves of the sublime purpose which the law is intended to serve in a republic governed by rule of law." Unquote. This republic, which is governed by rule of law, today stands up as the biggest democracy in the world. It is because of the untiring efforts of those 207 individuals who gave us the Constitution. Indian Constitution is not a lawyer's document. Friends, it is a living instrument which breathes. Every day we rely upon the Constitution for so many things. And if I am to tell you, you will all be surprised to know that there was a discussion in the Constituent Assembly as to whether there should be a ban on tobacco or not. Not now. 75 years ago, before the Constitution was given to us, the Constituent Assembly debated as to whether there should be a ban on tobacco. While considering Article 47, which comes under the directive principles of state policy, there was a discussion in the Constituent Assembly whether the endeavor of the state should be to ban use of tobacco. Then the Constituent Assembly took into note the interest of the farmer, the tobacco grower, and said let us not include it in things that are to be discouraged. That was way back. Now we are 75 years ahead. Today there has been a lot of movement to ban tobacco, and some states, particularly states like Tamil Nadu, have come up with such ban, invoking the Food Safety Act, and the ban has been imposed. Of course, there are a lot of literature on that. Let us not, but I am just citing this as an example, just to impress upon you the foresight they had, the 207 members who were from various walks of life, not just lawyers. Not all of them were lawyers. There were people, several people from the other branches, from the civil service and all that. They discussed this. Academicians were also present. They discussed this and they decided not to go for a ban. This only highlights how pragmatic they have been and what a foresight they had to consider all these things even while giving a country a constitution. This constitution which we have is one of the best in the world. I won't say it is the best because it has been amended for more than 100 times now. That shows that it's a living document. Every time the constitution is amended, there is something new that comes in. A new life is put into it. Therefore, why should we have a constitution at all? Why should a democracy have a constitution at all? Because it is the constitution which gives you the fundamental shape of the country. How this country is to shape up will be because of the constitution. We have other neighbors around us. China, a communist, iron-fisted country, an iron-curtain country, where the citizens' rights are just ignored. Then on the other side we have Pakistan, which is a very poor democracy, which has demonstrated that it is a very poor democracy. In the midst of these, Afghanistan, again, democracy has failed there. In the midst of these South Asian countries, India stands up as the best. Because the foresight of the constitutional makers, the persons who gave us the constitution. Therefore, today we celebrate this Law Day to honor them and to salute them for what we are today. With this, I will just read out the Law Day pledge and then leave the stage to Madam so that we will know more about rights of the citizens. I take oath hereby pledge that I shall
hereby pledge that I shall
at all times abide by the Constitution, respect its ideals and institutions, and uphold the human rights of all my fellow beings. Recognizing that rule of law is the foundation of our constitutional system. I shall forever renounce the use of violence, bribery and corruption, appeal to religious passions, and promotion of religious and ethnic hatred. I shall ceaselessly promote harmony and spirit of brotherhood, uphold the dignity and equality of men and women, and to the limit of my economic capacity, provide help to the disabled and deprived. I have resolved that as an individual, either citizen or resident, I shall not compromise with terrorism and bravely fight it with all my resources until it's wholly exterminated and world order and peace are fully restored. My contempt for terrorists extends to their collaborators and groups or governments that finance them, harbor them, or in any manner abet their evil designs. I shall fearlessly expose wreckers of the Constitution and breakers of the law. Refuse to lend them respectability or prestige. Insist on vigorous and impartial enforcement of law against even the high and mighty, and strive to promote justice, social, economical, and political. Thank you. If I am permitted to encroach upon the title of Madam, since I see lot of youngsters here, I read an advertisement for a old age home which said, give us money, give us clothes, but please don't give us your parents. Have you understood it? Give us money, give us clothes, don't give us your parents. So it's a message for the youngsters. Don't send your parents to old age homes. Thank you.
Speech on the importance of our constitution and also made us to remember the contribution of our framers of the constitution. Thank you, sir.